guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'm just going to film a get ready with me. So this look is a look I like to go for when I want to look glam but I don't want to have something like too dramatic. So I am just going to film what I typically do when I want to do something that's a little more glam but kind of like easy, if that makes any sense. So if you guys want to get ready with me, then let's just jump right in. Alright, so we're going to start with the eyes first. I did fill my brows in with the Benefit, what is it called? The Benefit Precisely My Brow, I think it's called. I used that to fill my brows in. And I think today I'm going to go in with the Morphe 350 palette. This palette is like so raved about. And it's just a great palette. This is what it looks like. It has so many kind of like warm shades in here, and I love this kind of palette. So I'm just going to dip into this palette. So first I'm going to prime my eyelids. I am just using concealer. You guys can use whatever you prefer. If you like using a primer, that is fine, but I don't have oily eyelids, so I just like to conceal the veins. And this works fine for me. My eyeshadow lasts all day, so I don't have to worry about anything creasing or anything. So I'm just going to set my entire eyelid with the color up here. It's kind of like a white color. And I'm just gonna, like I said, set that concealer. Alright, so the first color I'm going to go in is this one right here. And I'm going to use this Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just going to take that onto my brush, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to focus this into my crease. This doesn't need to be perfect. This is just going to be kind of like the base color. So I'm just going to blend this into my crease. So I've been watching Shameless on Netflix and I am so obsessed. I'm on season 6. And I am like going to be so sad when I'm done watching it because I feel like I'm like so connected with the characters and I don't want it to be over. So I'm like trying to take my time watching it, but at the same time all I want to do is watch it. It's such a good show. If you guys have never watched it, I highly recommend it. It's very intense, but I really love the characters and I love the storyline behind it. Next, I'm taking this color right here that's right above it, and I'm just gonna take that on the same brush and just kind of blend out those edges. Now I'm just gonna take a Stigma Small Taper. This is an E45, and I'm gonna take this color right here. This shade right here, it's kind of like a brick brown red color. Not really red, definitely more on like the warm side. And this is just gonna go right on the outer corner into the crease. And then I'm just kind of buffing it all over pretty much, just to blend further. So now I'm going to take this color right here, which is one of my favorites in the entire palette. It is this like gorgeous rose metallic. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's beautiful. And I'm just going to spray my brush with that. I'm just going to apply this onto my lid. Such a gorgeous color. I'm obsessed with this color. I wish they sold it individually. Then I will go back in and kind of blend those two together just to make sure there's no harsh lines. So now I'm just going to go in, and I already curled my lashes. I'm going to apply some mascara. This is the Loreal Voluminous. I love this mascara because it's super black and it really blends the false lashes with your lashes. So, and this mascara gives, I think in my opinion, it gives a lot of volume. So now for false lashes, I am going to apply the Kiss number 11 lashes. They remind me of the Ardell. I know this is kind of hard to show you guys, but they remind me a lot of the Ardell Demi Wispies. They are really pretty and kind of like shorter in the front and then longer. I like to go in with my Duo brush on adhesive, and it's super easy to apply this to the lash. You just kind of paint the glue on to the band, and it dries very quickly. So I like to just put it in between my tweezers, let it dry for a little bit, and then I will place it straight down and then connect the outer corner and then connect the inner corner. It's that simple. As you can see, it's just a really pretty lash. It's nothing too dramatic, but it does give you a little bit of, you know, volume, and I just love these lashes. I think they're so pretty. Alright, now that we have our lashes on, I am going to move on to the face, and then we will finish the lower lash line. So, I am going to spray my face before I apply my foundation with the Milani Make It Last Prime and Correct Setting Spray. I'm just going to spray my face with this to kind of prime it and get it ready. This stuff smells so good. I wish they made it in a perfume. So for my foundation, I'm going to use the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Foundation. And I am going to mix a tiny bit of this in it. This came in a BoxyCharm a while ago, and this is Shimmer Bronze, it's called, by this brand Temptu. I don't really know, but I do self-tan and my face is a little bit paler, so I like to give my face a little bit of a bronze, and this definitely has like a lot of warmth in it. So I like to make like a concoction on the back of my hand, and I mix a little bit of this kind of bronzy shade in it, and that way it kind of warms up the foundation and also gives my skin a little bit of a glow, because my body is a lot tanner than my face. So I am just gonna mix these two together and then apply onto my face. And I am gonna blend that in with this Ecotools beauty sponge. Guys, this is so affordable and it's amazing. I found mine at Ulta, and I think they sell it at Walmart, but it's really, really good. Like, it's almost comparable to the Beauty Blender in my opinion. It just feels a lot like it, and I really like it because it has this like flat side, so you can clean up your contour with it or anything like that, and it's just really good. So I highly recommend this sponge. It's like, I think I got it in a pack for like very affordable. I don't remember like the actual price, but it was very, very affordable. Alright, now once that's blended out, I go in with my concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm sorry that I always use this in my video. It's just one of those things where when you find a concealer that works amazing, it's really hard to switch up your concealer. And this shade's a little light right now because my skin is a little bit darker, but that's okay. We will make it work. And then I'm just going to take this side of the sponge and blend that out. And another reason why I really like this sponge is because you can kind of go right under your eye and it blends out really nicely. Alright, and then before I set my concealer, I've been going in with a cream highlight. This one is by Marc Jacobs. This stuff is beautiful. I absolutely love this highlight. It just looks like this, and it's a cream. So what I'll do is go in with my finger and kind of warm up the product, and then I will just dab this onto my cheekbones and also on my temple. And then I'll blend that out with my finger. But I will go in with my Beauty Blender and kind of blend over it just to make sure. But I feel like when you do it like this, it really just blends into your skin. And a Beauty Blender is good for that, but your finger always does a better job because it kind of melts the product. But I do like to go over it after, like with a Beauty Blender. and kind of just go over that just to make sure that it's blended. And I like doing this step because I'm going to set it with a regular highlight after, but I like it because it just looks like your skin's actually glowing within. It's not like a chunky highlight. I really enjoy this highlight. It's so beautiful and so worth the money. I think it's around $40, I believe, but if you are someone that likes a highlight that looks like you're like glowing within and it doesn't really look like you have powder on, this one is definitely the one to go to. And I do put a little bit down the bridge of my nose, even though I'm going to set that with a powder anyway, but I just wanted this to kind of look like I'm glowing. As you can see, it just gives your skin such a beautiful glow without looking powdery, if you guys know what I mean. So I'm now just going to go back in and just make sure there's no creases because I'm going to set that. And I'm going to make sure to avoid any of that highlight. I've been using this Coty Airspun powder to set my under eyes, and I really like it. So I'm just going to get some into my cap. And I am going to go in with this Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just going to press that into my under eye area, but I'm not going to bring it any further than this, because this concealer that I used really doesn't crease anyway, so I don't really need to worry about over here creasing. I just like to make sure right underneath my eye isn't going to crease. And I will put this anywhere else that I put the concealer just to kind of brighten and set in place. And I'll dust that away. This is a Sigma tapered highlight brush. And I'm just going to go in and just lightly push this away. I don't want to disturb the highlight. The beautiful highlights that we have going on. And then I am going to go in and set the rest of my face with this Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation. So this is going to give my skin a little bit more coverage, which I don't really want that right now, but this is the only powder right now that kind of matches me. So I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Kabuki, tap off any extra, and just lightly set. So now I like to warm up my skin. So I'm going to be going in with this NYC bronzer. This, I feel like they are discontinuing it, which I'm really upset about because I think it's such a beautiful kind of like warm bronzer. And I'm using a Real Techniques powder brush. And I'm just going to really just warm up the outer portions of my face. I'm not really focusing on contouring right now because I'm going to go in and slightly contour after. But I like to do bronzer first so that we can kind of warm up the skin and it looks a little more natural that way. I always like to hit the sides of my nose, and I also like to warm up my neck and kind of blend all the foundation together. Like, look at how pretty that highlight is. It's so beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'm obsessed with it. To be honest, I don't even think I'm going to contour because I've been liking the look of just kind of like bronzy skin. But I'm just going to go in and apply a little bit of blush. I'm going to use this Rockateur blush by Benefit. And I'm just going to pop this just a little bit on the cheeks. Then I'm going to set that highlight with the Loreal Gilded Honey highlight. This is a baked highlight, and I think the baked highlights look the most natural. I mean, obviously this doesn't look natural, but I feel like they just look so beautiful on the skin. So I highly recommend trying this highlight, especially when I do like my nose highlight. I know it's like dramatic, but I feel like usually when I do a nose highlight and I use powder, it can look really, really powdery. But this just gives you like a really pretty glow. I know it's not really natural, but I mean, I'm not really going for a natural look because obviously I have foundation on and everything like that. But this is just an easy look that I like to go for. So now I'm just going to move back to my eyes before we do the lips and everything. So I'm going to go in with, where are you? I'm going to go in with this MORPHE E36 brush. It's like a really tiny brush. And I am going to use this color right here. And I'm going to place that under my brow bone. We'll see if this is... Yeah, that's really pretty. I'm going to place that right under my brow bone. And I'm also going to put that into my inner corner. I go in and take this brown right here, and I'm going to put this on the lower lash line. This is the MORPHE M432 brush. And I'm just going to put this right under my lash line and smoke it out. I'm going to go in with some mascara for my lower lashes. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I'm just going to apply some onto my lower lash line. So just to finish off the eyes, I am going to go in and just apply a tiny bit of liquid liner just where the lash band is, because I don't like when I look down and you could see like any eyeshadow or if the band doesn't look super black. So I'm not creating a wing, I'm just going over the band and kind of concealing it. Just like that, very little. So lately for lips, all I've been liking to do is just very lightly line my lips and then go in with a lip gloss, some kind of nude lip gloss. So I'm just going to slightly line my lips with this Urban Decay lip liner in the color Liar, and very slightly I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to top that with the Bareminerals lip gloss in the color Groovy. I love these so much. They're super pigmented lip glosses. And last but not least, I'm just going to set my face with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. So this does take a little bit of, time, but I feel like it's very simple once you're actually doing it. It doesn't take a lot of time, and it looks really fresh, and you look awake, you look bronzed, glowy, and I just love this look, especially because I'm really hoping summer is coming, even though it's spring and it's still snowing. So I'm really just feeling the kind of like glowy tanned look. So I'm trying to feel like it's summer, I guess. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this kind of talk through video. I know you guys said you like talk throughs better, so I tried to do this for you guys. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!